dating, finding the one. Wow. So many of us end up in places of anxiety as we approach a date. For example, a guy goes on a date. The last thought he has before he sees her is, how do I look? He sees her, gives her a quick hello, and is already worried that he comes off well. He has to give a compliment. He's ignored the slight concern that he noticed in her face and the sparkle he noticed around her ears. Instead, he's searching to find the compliment. Nice shoes, he blurts out, because that worked with his last girlfriend. Next, he's thinking, will she like the plan I have? And he launches into the proposal he has for their evening. Now, in contrast, another date, when we're simply there to enjoy the connection that is natural, would go so much differently. He'd approach her and give a warm hello, and in that following moment of silence, notice the concern in her face and ask her, hey, is everything okay? She might explain that she got cut off on the way there. And as she starts to explain about her journey there, they start taking the walk he had previously planned. Along the way, he notices the sparkles near her ears and says, oh, nice earrings. Her face lights up. Yes, I made them myself. And she starts explaining how much she loves making jewelry. Simply allowing the natural to arise and resting in the connection that's here already can make dating a fun, related experience. So, what are the things that we do that are the pitfalls? Well, first of all, we go into evaluator mode, where we're evaluating ourselves. Am I okay? Do I fit the criteria? And we evaluate the other person. Do they fit my criteria? And as we're in evaluator mode, we're not present. We're not here. We're out as an observer way in the background. The other thing that's a common pitfall is we arrive with this background sense that I'm single and I'm not sure if I can ever find a partner. When we have that sense of ourselves, we actually have a certain independence, a certain self-sufficiency, a guardedness that is off-putting, that subtly creates distance and prevents authentic connection. So what can we do to approach it differently? Well, first of all, before we ever have a date, we do things to express love to ourselves. As we care for ourselves, all those concerns about whether or not we're good enough start to diminish. And next, we see ourselves as related people. For in fact, we're related and connected in numerous ways with our friends, our siblings, our mom or grandma, our boss, our neighbors. And not only are we connected in that way, but every relationship, every partnership, every dating relationship we have is preparation for our final relationship. In fact, in that way, we are already connected with our final partner. You know, when you finally do meet that person, we end up going back and looking through our lives and seeing how so many things were preparing us for that final relationship. Every dating relationship we have now is the preparation, is the first steps, is the transformation and learning inside of ourselves leading into that final relationship. So that relationship, in one way, is already happening within us. We're already related to that final person, though we may not have ever met them. So when we relax into ourselves as a partnered person, as somebody who is in relationships, someone who's already connected, then we come into the date as a connected person, open to sharing, open to taking risks, open to connecting. So let me give an example of how a date like that would look. So I went on a date with a man who I didn't see a whole lot of obvious things that we connected on. But we came to the restaurant and he started making caring menu suggestions. I felt his interest in me and his desire for me to have a good time, and I just relaxed into his warmth and his concern. It was a fun meal, and we both shared what we were truly passionate about, and even things we thought others might judge us about. Afterwards, he had a list of potential things we could do and invited me to continue spending time with him. Again, I just relaxed into his offers and his generosity, his care. I was related to him, and that date, we were in relationship. And it turned out to be the birth of a really significant relationship in my life. So, as we come into a date, for the period of the date, we are partners. And it's only from experiencing partnership with that person that we actually have any information to make the next decision, which is simply, do we want to have a second date? Once we're relaxed into the fact that we are connected, related people, and each date is another experience of connection, the attachment to finding the one relaxes. And amazingly, what we're not attached to often happens so much more easily. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy your dating life. Enjoy your natural connections. All already